All right, we're getting in visuals from Tripura Assembly where a ruckus is happening. It's, of course, a visual that is coming in on your screens right now from Tripura. This after 5 Tripura MLAs were suspended from the Assembly for disrupting proceedings. So 5 Tripura MLAs have been suspended from Assembly for disrupting the proceedings. You can see that the ruckus that happened, and after that 5 MLAs were suspended. Assembly Speaker Bishwaband Sen has suspended CPM legislators Nayan Sarkar, Congress's Sudeep Roy Burman and 3 Tripura MLAs for the day for creating disturbances in the House. You can see on your screens the visuals of that massive ruckus that took place today in Tripura Assembly. Opposition members was also staged a walkout from the Assembly to protest against the Speaker's decision. Anirudh is joining us on the broadcast for more. Anirudh, what was the reason behind this ruckus? What really happened in the Assembly?
Yes, Rakshita, today when the proceedings of the Tripura Legislative Assembly was on at that point in time, from the opposition benches, CPIM legislator Nayan Sarkar, Congress legislator Sudeep Roy Burman and Tripura Motha legislators Vishwaketu Debarma, Nandita Riyang and Ranjit Debarma created a ruckus inside the Assembly. They also tried to go to the well of the House and following this, accusing them of disrupting the proceeding of the House. Speaker Bishwaband Sen immediately suspended all the 5 legislators from the House for a day, and thereafter the opposition parties decided to walk out of the Assembly in protest against the Speaker's decision. Rashida.
Right. All right. Thank you so much, Anuruddha, for joining us with all those details on that story. Viewers, you can see visuals of that ruckus that took place, absolute chaos there in Tripura Assembly. This was, remember, day 1 of the Tripura Assembly session right now. And we can see that 5 MLAs were then suspended by the Speaker for a disruption. There was a walkout also that was staged by the opposition party. So high drama inside the Tripura Assembly right now. And my colleague Aniruddha continues to stay with us there. There were also a walkout from the Assembly protesting against the Speaker's decision. Aniruddha, tell us more details about it, please.
Yes, as the Speaker decided to suspend the 3 legislators of the Tripura Motha and 1 legislator of the CPIM and 1 of the Congress, led by the legislators from the Tripura Motha, all the MLAs sitting in the opposition benches decided to walk out of the Assembly in protest against Speaker Bishwaband Sen's decision to suspend the 5 MLAs for a day.
Absolutely. And of course, viewers, you can see those visuals that are just coming in from the Tripura Assembly. That's the day 1, a stormy start to that session clearly. And there was a walkout by the opposition parties as well. Bishwabandhu Sen, as Anirudh was pointing out, the Speaker of Tripura Assembly commenced the budget speech, and opposition leader Animesh Debarma raised a significant issue that was pertaining to BJP MLA Jadab Lal Nath as well. What was the reason really that was being pointed out here? Why was this issue around BJP MLA also, if you can tell us, Aniruddha? Aniruddha, can you hear me? All right, Aniruddha, that audio connection seems to have dropped, but that is the latest we have. There is, of course, a ruckus, an uproar in the Tripura Assembly right now on day 1 of Tripura Assembly. Right now, you can see there was ruckus, there was massive drama. You can see them, all of those members of the Assembly there they are climbing onto the tables and they're sloganeering, and it's a vehement opposition. They're pointing towards the speaker as well. They're banging the desk, they're banging the tables, and also there is, of course, a lot of sloganeering that was mentioned, and there were some people who could be seen, guarding or in a way the speakers, the chairs. Area as well. So you can see that is the budget session that kick-started today, but it took a tumultuous turn as the opposition parties, including Tripura MLA, Congress and the CPIM, staging protests and making some demands before the Speaker of the Tripura Legislative Assembly, Bishwabandhu Sen, and 5 MLAs, remember, were suspended also. As you can see, after that high drama took place, and you can see the way their conduct, of course, that led to the 5 Tripura MLAs being suspended for disrupting the proceedings of this assembly session. After the suspension, of course, we saw the opposition parties also staging a walkout, according to the officials there. So you can see a chain that has been made also. There's a chain on the visuals. You can see there's a sloganeering. There is an MLA who is on the table, standing on the table. There is a woman MLA also that can be seen sloganeering. And all right, we'll get you more details and perspective on this as well as details continue to come in. But you can see high drama there. You can see that massive drama that took place. You can see a close-up of those zoomed-in visual. You can see there of the MLAs of the opposition parties, and 5 of them have been now suspended. And Aniruddha continues to stay with us on the phone line for more. Aniruddha, of course, there has been some issue that has really riled up, it seems, the MLAs there, that a ruckus took place, and post the suspension, of course, we saw a walkout as well. So there's high drama that we've not really seen such visuals there, especially from Tripura Assembly.
Yes, Rakshita, the controversy erupted when the leader of opposition, Animesh Dev Burma, asked for an inquiry about the status of adjournment motion that was moved by the opposition regarding BJP MLA Zadab Lal Nath's alleged involvement in watching obscene videos during the proceeding of the House in the last assembly session. But however, the Speaker, Bishwabandhu Sen...
Hold your thoughts there, Aniruddha. We are also being joined... Right, Aniruddha, just stay with us. We are being joined by Executive Editor for Politics, Aishwarya Kapoor, on the phone line for more. Aishwarya, this, of course, is quite dramatic scene that we can see. Dramatic scenes coming in from Tripura Assembly. 5 MLAs have also been suspended in Tripura for disrupting the proceedings, followed by a walkout as well.
Well, absolutely. 5 MLAs from the opposition parties, including that of Sudeep Roy Burman, have been suspended for 1 day from Tripura Assembly for creating ruckus in Tripura Assembly. On the issue prior to that, if you see, it all began with one of the Congress MLAs, and I repeat, it all began with Congress MLA Sudeep Roy Burman himself cleaning the Tripura Assembly with Ganga Jal today, because BJP MLA Zadab Lal Nath was caught watching porn in the last session, and it all began, and there are visuals of the same. Once that started happening, then the BJP MLAs also basically started to protest, and then the other opposition MLAs came out and they did a counter protest, and as a result, 5 MLAs, I repeat, 5 MLAs of the opposition parties, including that of Sudeep Roy Burman, have been suspended for a day. This all began after the ruckus, or the opposition raised the issue of the porngate, in which a BJP MLA Zadab Lal Nath was caught watching porn on cameras by the media from the media gallery while he was sitting on his seat in the assembly. Though the BJP MLA refuted and said it was not porn and that he was only on a social networking site and he was using an app, and that such content comes on social networks. So that was his rebuttal. But at this point of time, ruckus in Tripura Assembly, 5 MLAs, including that of Sudeep Roy Burman, have been suspended for a day. Once again, I repeat, it all began with Congress MLA Sudeep Roy Burman himself trying to clean the Tripura Assembly with Ganga Jal. because BJP MLA Jadav Lal Nath was caught watching porn in the assembly, and from two Ruckus protests, 5 MLAs, including that of Sudip Roy Burman, have been suspended for 1 day from Tripura Assembly. The visuals you could see, these are from inside the Tripura Assembly on the public. This is high drama unfolding in Tripura Assembly. Chaos in Tripura Assembly over the suspension of 5 MLAs. Congress MLA wanted to clean the assembly. He even started to do it with Gangajal, but that was something which was completely and clearly opposed, and hence led to suspension of 5 Congress MLAs, post which Ruckus is happening. These are unprecedented visuals coming in from inside Tripura Assembly. Back to you, Mr. Rio.
Right, Aishwarya, of course, we have unprecedented scenes indeed from Tripura Assembly, opposition parties protesting the suspension. Clearly, action was taken against the opposition party members as well, but we are still waiting for, they are, of course, demanding an action against this BJP MLA Jadav Lal Nath. Any information, Aishwarya, on, any kind of action is there? Do we really now are going to see, action against the BJP MLA, since there is such an uproar over it? All right, we seem to have lost that connection with Aishwarya, but now my colleague Anuruddha Bhakat is back with us on the phone line. Anuruddha, as Aishwarya was telling us, and you also pointed out earlier that this was, of course, ruckus erupted over this porn gate. Then obscene, MLA was found watching an obscene video in the assembly during the last assembly session, of course, and we did expect that this will have a stormy start. This session will be, quite stormy, but these are scenes that we haven't seen before, and action, of course, is yet to be taken on the BJP MLA. However, the opposition parties, 5 MLAs, have been there and then suspended for protesting.
Yes, as Aishwarya was also pointing out that today morning it was Sudip Roy Burman who attempted to cleanse the assembly with Gangajal, and thereafter Animesh Dev Burma, who is the leader of the opposition, also raised queries on the adjournment motion that he has moved earlier, asking for which was on BJP MLA Jadav Lal Nath's involvement in the porn gate. And however, the speaker said that since the proceeding of the House was on and the budget presentation and the finance minister was about to present the budget, so the adjournment motion was not allowed, and this triggered the opposition MLAs, including those from the Tripura Mortha, to go to the well of the House and disrupt the proceeding of the House, even as the finance minister was already trying to read out the budget. And that is why accusing them of disrupting the proceeding and also breaking the decorum of the House, the Speaker had decided to suspend these 5 MLAs for a day from the House, and this enraged the opposition MLAs who unitedly decided to walk out from the House against the Speaker's decision. Rakshita.
Right. All right. Thank you so much, Anuruddha, for joining us with all those details on that story. Remember, viewers, dramatic visuals coming in from the Tripura Assembly. Ruckus broke out, and from the five MLAs have now been suspended over this ruckus as well. Uproar took place in the Tripura Legislative Assembly. Opposition leaders demanding action against the BJP MLA, who had previously been found watching a porn video during this last assembly session. And this, of course, led to this widespread condemnation as well. But there has had, what we understand from the opposition parties, there was no action yet. And there was one Congress MLA who tried to sprinkle Gangajal also in the assembly, saying that we need to purify the assembly after what happened last session. And of course, a massive ruckus broke out. There were MLAs who climbed up the chairs, climbed up the tables, and there was a sloganeering. There was high drama unfolding. which led to 5 MLAs suspended for disruption as well. Anuruddha, you continue to be with us and get us all the latest from Tripura over this. This is something that happened, in the previous assembly session. Let us also point this out to our viewers. This happened in the last assembly session, and has people who are concerned with this, have they said anything on why there was, first of all, was there any action, any notice or anything that was served to this concerned MLA who is in question, or what is the reason for not taking action? Was there anything that has come out of those who are responsible to, act on this? All right, that connection with Anuruddha, has been now, it's disconnected now, but we'll try and reconnect as well, because this is something that we haven't seen before, especially coming in from Tripura Assembly. 5 MLAs, remember, have been suspended for disrupting, and those are some details that we have got you here.